I was out here harvesting from my off-grid self-watering container gardening system and decided I should probably give you a video update on how things are growing. The spinach is growing great. I am going to probably completely harvest this here and shut this down because we've got lots of spinach growing in my wife's garden. This has shown that we can grow spinach in the bucket system. Here we have some carrots. There are time to harvest these. We've got some nice orange carrots here. Let's see what these look like. There's a little guy. Now I've been doing some kind of experimenting. These were supposed to come out in December 1st. It's now January 24th, and as you can see, these haven't grown terribly well. It may be this particular type, I don't know, but not a great crop at all. I did do some experimenting. I was concerned about the growth of the plants and how fast the plants were growing, and so some of these plants I started feeding the Mittleider weekly feed. If you haven't seen that video, please refer to my video called Mittleider Weekly Feed Sustainable Gardening. And once I started doing that, the plants that I gave the weekly feed to really just jumped up in growth and production. Here is a broccoli that I had harvested earlier. The broccoli was the size of a soccer ball. And these other shoots, these are all secondary broccoli heads coming from that same plant. So don't just cut the broccoli out and then throw the plant away. And of course, all these leaves are wonderful to eat in salads or in green smoothies. Basically, I doubled the production of my broccoli plant by letting the plant continue to grow. This is just an absolutely gorgeous plant here. I saw it in a catalog, decided I needed to have this in my bucket garden because I did know I was going to be doing a class on that, and so I was very happy with the growth of this. Again, this is one of the plants that was not growing quickly. I started giving it the weekly feed and it just exploded with growth. 3 weeks ago, you wouldn't have seen this here at all. Here we have some onions, some carrots. I did harvest a carrot the other day at the class, so that carrot is gone. It was right down in this hole. But we do have some other carrots here. We'll see how these have done. These are purple carrots. That's a good looking carrot there. And let's pull this out here. I planted 4 per box. And we've got another carrot here. Oh wow. It's a great looking carrot. Look at that. And another one here. Oh yes. Holy cow. Now those are some serious carrots. Now what's exciting is, wow, that's an amazing carrot. Is what's happened underneath, what you probably never see before. I'm going to see if I can do this so you can see the root growth below this bucket. Okay, hopefully this works. I've just got the camera set down, and I'm going to lift this top bucket up, and there are the carrot roots coming out from underneath that bucket. You can see them coming through the watering holes there and through the net cup. That's the kind of roots that these carrots were putting down when they were growing inside the off-grid self-watering container gardening system. That's a great bucket of carrots. Now the same root growth, but even much substantially more, happened with these other plants too. I took this garden apart and took it to the gardening class, and one thing I noticed is that the water was really, really clean. It wasn't quite this clean. This is the water we put in since then. But it was because some dirt had fallen down through the net cup, but there was no algae growth in it. And I give credit to the foil insulation here that we've put on the buckets to keep the sun out and keep the algae from growing. So if you're looking for a great way to garden, if you have no real estate to put it on, if you only have a balcony, if you have a small back porch, you don't have time to worry about watering, you don't have a lot of expense, you don't want to spend the time to build grow boxes, or don't want to have grow boxes, you want to be able to have a portable garden in case you have to move, please consider the off-grid self-watering container gardening system and augment that using the Mittleider weekly feed. Again, all the nutrition coming to these plants is coming from the weekly feed, so you can use the peat, moss, perlite mixture here, or you can just simply try it with sand and sawdust like the traditional Mittleider gardening, but make sure you put in ½ ounce of weekly feed once a week and then water it through with just a hand soaker or watering bucket the day that you add the fertilizer, so that it gets dissolved and gets down into the plants. And then you can have beautiful, healthy looking plants with very low maintenance wherever you may live. This is LDS Prepper reminding you, if you are prepared, you shall not fear. And if you use the off-grid self-watering container gardening system, you'll find gardening can be easy, pleasurable, rewarding, and fruitful.